Why is Gary not recording? There we go. Oh, yeah. That was it. Oh, yeah. We are now feeding. We are now feeding the internet.
Gather round. It's time to feast.
Gather round, children.
Gather around.
Gather round, children. Gathered round. And then it cuts to him.
Yeah.
It's time to feast.
Dinner served.
Dinner is served.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BOBCAST. Thank you for tuning in with us. I'm going to let Candice, my co-host, introduce these guys. This is she loves you guys.
Yeah. Welcome, Black Venus.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Let's see you clap in the comments. We'd like to see more clapping and snaps.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for
Hell
coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Black Venus. I love that. Cosmic.
When I was 19, we'll just go in. Can I tell? I'll tell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell us.
tell me. Yeah.
So there's this like book fair that would happen in my hometown in New York, upstate New York. And the last day, all the books would be free. So right when the book fair would close, all of these like scalpers would come, and there would be more of a crowd just taking all the free books. And I would just take any book with poetry, and I would throw it in this big box. And I left with this. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Fucking ginormous box
Yeah.
of books. And I would always just look through them, and I found this one, The Flowers of Evil by Charles Baudelaire, and it was the darkest shit I've ever. And then I looked into him, and he was on trial for obscenity. He had poems that were banned. There's all these editions, and the more I read into him, I kept finding out all this cool shit about this dude. I lived overseas. I made one of his poems into like a film. And then I've always had this he wrote letters to this woman who was his mistress, and he referred to her as Black Venus.
Wow.
And it was like this giant ordeal in his life. And some of the poems were about her. Supposedly she's the one who gave him syphilis, and he died over complications of that. And Monet, I don't know if it's Monet or Manet, but he did a portrait of her. So there's this really famous painting of her. Her name was Jeannie Duval. So that's where the Black Venus.
That's where the Black Venus came from.
That's where it came from.
That's really cool.
Cool. That's cool that you would just get a ton of books and you found this
This book.
this dark, fucked up book.
Yeah,
and these free books. I might want to. That makes me actually kind of want to read the book. What?
It's called The Flowers of Evil.
Flowers of
Yeah,
Evil?
I've heard
it's-
of that.
Okay.
It's 1860.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
I didn't realize it was that old.
It's
real
Okay.
old. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting to get. I want to read an 1600s idea of evil.
Yeah. And
Wow, that's great. Man, we were listening to jamming your shit earlier today. It's the first time I heard you guys. She was showing me. I was just like, fuck yes. Yes. I'm so stoked, man. It's going to be cool to see that, an acoustic version of that, too. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. We're all excited for that one.
Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
It was cool. The newest record, at least for me, there's always been sort of a adventure in trying to capture us live. A lot of people, or even ourselves, we've had a hard time capturing the way we play live. This kind of went in the opposite direction for the better, where we didn't worry about that. We tried to make something that sounded full and how you can take a two-piece and expand it. So it's really expanded at times, and it's really big, and I highly recommend playing it through the best speakers you have, because it gives them, it challenges them, and I love that about it.
Wow, so it's a real sonic treat.
Yeah, the first time I heard the vinyl, it kept messing up the right channel. It kept like going in and out, and it was just I've never experienced that, where it was like how you're sort of in control of the machine with your art, and it's like manipulating it, and like it can't handle it. That was a really, really fun experience. But yeah, it's really big. It sounds huge.
Yeah. Was that the new one we were listening to today? The one you were jamming?
I think so.
On Spotify?
Yeah. We just dropped the record.
Okay, it's a fucking good. It's you know what? Not like I'm not saying you guys sounded like them, but I was like the Melvins.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's great.
I was like the fucking Melvins, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I could articulate it in my brain. Like I knew it wasn't, but but I was like, oh, we're like in this world of like these guys are at least on that level of wavelength musically. I loved it, man.
Thanks so much.
So you guys write together, or is there a main writer? And how do you, just a question, everyone's different how they work.
It's always been Ben and I, and how we met was kind of weird in a good way. Like we met through an ad on Craigslist. And I needed a roommate in East Nashville, and I was somehow was also looking for a drummer at the same time. And he was looking for a room, and he was a drummer, so it was kind of like
all the boxes.
All the boxes.
Yeah, it was wild.
And we were in another band together, and what that meant was like. Our practice space was in our living room, so one of us would be cooking.
I miss those days.
Like someone would be cooking like something, and there'd be someone playing an instrument, and then you just like, oh, I'm boiling water. I'll hop on for a second. And I feel like experience-wise, Ben and I like gained years in a short period of time, just because we could play music all the time.
My first band. Was a metal band called Stickman, and we all three lived together. It was 3-piece, and we had bunk beds, and it was one bunk bed here. I slept in the middle. Miles slept on the bottom underneath. We raised the other one up a little bit, so we had equal room. And then when you rolled out of bed, there was the half stack. There was the drums.
Nice.
There was the bass cabinet. There was the stereo.
Yep.
And there we were. So you get a connection like that you just can't get unless you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's only one way
Absolutely.
to kind of get that connection.
Yep.
And that's to do that, right? You got to live, breathe, and do it all together. You know? So you guys are doing that. How long you been doing that?
Well, no, that was, how long do we live? Maybe like 3 years. No, I don't know.
I think it was 2.
2, that's right.
Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah, and then I moved.
Then some shit went down.
It's always shit.
Shit went down.
Let me guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone wanted to go back to college.
No.
Close. Someone wanted to go back to New York. That didn't work.
Oh, okay.
There are not ulterior. There are other motives involved, and it worked out for everyone. For everyone there, that's what's really great about kind of everything is like the other parties in the band went on their own path, and we went on ours. And I don't know, like it's nice.
It was originally a different band.
Yeah, we were in a different band.
Okay, and so now this derived from that. You guys found. Okay,
yes.
Cool. Sick. Well, speaking of playing stuff, you guys want to play a song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah! I gotta get that mic.
Mama says let the children speak. It's time for them to rise. Baba says that the children are weak. Mama cuts out his fucking eyes. all loud in the candid world. Well, listen to me, baby. Can't let those cocksuckers bring you down. You gotta rise up, baby. You gotta stand up, sugar. Oh, yeah. And they like me with the cocksucker blues.
Got it, dude.
I don't know why I'm playing acoustic. I could play. I don't care. Electric, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I feel like I turn into Superman, but acoustic, I feel like I turn into the smallest person in the world. I don't know. I don't know why. I've always been that way.
I think it sounded good.
I
I love the
like
way that sounded.
It sounded great.
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
You probably know this with playing electric guitar. There's like a certain energy that comes out of the amplifier and the speaker that when it hits you, I feel like it's something to do with the like those vibrations or the waves. You feel a certain way. There's a certain like enlightenment. I wonder if you woke up and instead of coffee, you just played loud ass electric guitar. If that just woke you up, the same way that coffee would.
It couldn't hurt.
It's rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's rock. That's what it is. It's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You can't get that on an acoustic.
No.
Really. I mean, you could get kind of punk rockish on an acoustic, but like that fucking like what you're talking about with the distortion and the drums you can't get that on an acoustic. You know?
Yeah,
that's why I hate when there's like a metal band or something playing right before me and I got an acoustic. I'm like, oh fuck! I gotta go fucking. These motherfuckers were just killing this place. I gotta go up with my grandpa's guitar, try to, But I've done it. And I've had him. I've actually got him into a pit before after a metal show.
Hell yeah!
With just an acoustic.
Yeah.
So if you could,
that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. We always have the opposite, where right before us will be like an awesome, nice, quiet country artist, and then all of a sudden Black Venus is afterward. We just play the wrong crowd.
It's like
people are trying to eat dinner.
Can you turn it down?
You guys are just over here just. Like, can you pass the ketchup? Also, can we get some ranch?
Yeah.
Down the music a little bit.
Oh, we did that
the
in
dinner crowd. Black Venus at the dinner crowd, dude.
That's right.
Hilarious. Hell yeah.
Black Venus dinner party. So that's the name of the next record.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Dinner party. I like that.
Yep.
That's it.
There you go.
That's good.
There you go. That is kind of.
I'll take that dinner party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it.
There we go. We're already producing now.
Yeah.
We've made some progress tonight. Yeah.
What would our dinner party look like? I'm not sure. Gold plates.
I see you guys looking real slick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got to be slick.
I want to say you guys are looking real slick for the dinner party.
Yep.
Solid black suits.
You know what I mean? Like
all
looking
black.
slick, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Dinner
Yeah, I see
party
that.
with this. I can see the whole vibe, man.
Yep.
The whole thing. Yeah,
Gold accents for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got it. Thank you.
We got it.
We'll talk to you soon.
That's it.
That's like what you just had out.
He just cut out.
See ya.
We were looking for something, and we actually just came looking for a name for our album.
Right.
And,
We got what we need.
Boom. Explain the Motorhead thing. There's a
Explain
Motorhead.
it?
Did you?
with Nashville Pussy and Reverend Horton Heat.
I went to that show.
You saw Motorhead?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
I hate you. I like my favorite.
in a good way.
I love Motorhead.
Yeah. They're good.
Oh, with the MySpace URL at the bottom. Hell
What?
yeah. Love it.
I met Lemmy a couple times.
Bullshit.
Few times. We opened up for him when he had a rockabilly band called Headcat.
Yeah.
So he liked rockabilly, and also I met him on a Hank 3 tour when I was on tour in LA. I met him once, and then we opened for him, and I was like, it happened to be just not too long after that. So I was like, oh, do you remember me? I talked to you about Hawkwind. He was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, yeah, we're opening up for you. He was like, cool. And we opened up for him again. And then my life epic story. I've never told this before, so on air.
Yeah.
On air.
Thank you for sharing it on this episode.
We're at Whackin'. We're playing Whackin' metal. Talking about playing metalheads love country music too, like old school country. So fucking, we're at Whackin'. It's this biggest metal fest in the world, I think. And Motorhead's playing, and I'm like thinking there's an ambulance behind the stage, and everyone's a little worried. And he did like 20 minutes. Then they took him in the ambulance. And then my merch girl was like trying to find me. She's blowing up my phone. She's like, Lemmy's tour manager is at the Whackin' merch thing, and Lemmy wants a shirt, a Bob Wayne shirt.
Really? That's fucking
but
cool.
But the ambulance won't leave. He
wasn't leaving.
They were like, so I'm like, what? I'm like
Oh,
rushing
cool.
because I had already packed up all our shit. So I'm like fucking running to the van, like, dude, Lemmy wants
Needs
fucking
a shirt.
And they're like, and the fucking ambulance is waiting. So let's get this fucking thing going.
That's fucking
But he
cool.
must have saw on the flyer or something, been looking at it, and been like, oh, there's that dude.
Know that fucking
Yeah,
dude.
because we did play. He liked the shit. You know, I remember one time, we talked for a while about country music and shit.
Awesome.
You should check out his rockabilly band.
I will. I mean, I know.
Headcat.
Headcat.
Yeah.
Amazing. We covered a Motorhead song way back in the day in the first band, Shoot You in the Back. The one about Western movies.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love Motorhead. There's another discovery. I remember when I first listened to them, I was like, you thought it was a joke. You were like, oh, Ace of Spades. Like, then you put it on and you were like, fuck, this is amazing. And ever since, yeah.
I really liked Hawkwind a lot.
Hawkwind's cool.
You know, especially the years when he was in the band.
Yeah.
Like, that shit blew my mind.
Wasn't that the last Hawkwind song was called Motorhead? Or
I don't know.
I think so. I think there's something like that where the last one of the last Hawkwind songs was called Motorhead.
Wow. I'll have to check that out.
Right
'cause
before Lemmy left. I'm not sure though.
I used to have a couple of the old.
Don't quote me on that one. Please check it for yourself. Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. Fact checkers.
Yes.
We're gonna clip that up. And, I'm gonna get
This
that
guy.
fact checked. We're gonna clip that. That's definitely going into the clips. Future self, put that in the clips.
We need a fact. Where is the fact checker? We need one.
I know.
Kitty.
that
It's a
one,
kitty
yeah.
sitting
There's
over
a
there
kitty
on the
over there.
couch
What you can't see is a kitty.
We used to say, well, we don't do that here. You know, we keep it old school.
This is a fact-free zone.
Fact free zone.
I don't even know who Lemmy is. Actually, I just made all that up. I actually just made that up. There is no rockabilly band named Headcat. He's like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That was all true. Though. He does have a band called Headcat.
Yeah.
She was like, we've never heard of that. Like, I just made it all up. This is the show. You're on.
No,
It's literally it's just improv.
We just improv bullshit. We make shit up. No, just kidding.
Buttercup is fact checking.
Oh
She
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Buttercup. Oh,
Buttercup
nice.
made it into both episodes.
She did.
That's right. Well, talking about playing. You guys
Let's do it. On that note,
Let's do it.
'cause baby, ain't no reason to fight. Ain't worried about heartbreak. You won't find no other baby tonight with your little blue eyes. Would you be my side? I don't want no angel or a mouth like a mother. I don't want no cousin there. I only want you tonight. With your little blue eyes, would you be mine?